Tell him the story.
Tell him the story. So we talking about rumors.
Yeah.
And we, when you Google his name, there's a rumor that pops up that he was Diddy's boy toy.
Oh,
right.
Wait, so this is
so Charlamagne said
it's not true, but I told after he brought up this stuff with you, I said, you know what 50 gonna say when he meets you.
no, I don't know that was going on.
You know,
I can't wait to run into him again.
What you gonna say to him?
Puffy was playing with your. He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He says something fabulous and he goes, yo, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What are you talking about? And when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. Like, when you see Jay-Z Kiss put his head down, like, while we stuck here right now, and the cameras is rolling, everybody see, don't make like it's just me, man. What if you do some like, a little fluffy stuff?
Now you guys,
like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding. Let me get out. No, you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
I asked 50 about that. He said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me. Y'all can't see that he loves me.
But see,
You really think that's hate? You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
You know he loves
50 Cent has been relentlessly coming for Diddy for quite some time now, and it's clear this isn't just a playful feud anymore, it's a full-blown mission. Never one to shy away from speaking his mind, 50 has been cranking up the intensity like never before. What started as shady social media posts, slick remarks, and Instagram trolling has escalated to something much bigger, a documentary that's about to be released, promising to take things to a whole new level.
I'll be honest. I've been following 50 Cent essentially from day one. I had just moved to New York when his mixtape started popping, and I saw the ascension of 50 Cent and everything else like that. And 50 Cent, even though he does the funny comedy stuff, and so forth, when he's dissing somebody, he is known for dropping hot diss records.
Yeah.
Was it a Piggy Bank, Wankster, just a lot of back down,
murder,
all that. And when Meek dissed him on a record, so I grabbed my popcorn and I'm like, I cannot wait for this 50 Cent diss record to come out. Like, this is about to be epic. And 50 Cent just dropped a whole bunch of memes.
Yeah, but you know what? 50 still may drop music. You don't know. 50's petty. And 50's petty doesn't have an expiration date. It might be a year from now and 50 might just decide, I'm gonna fuck with Meek Mill today. So I can't sleep on 50 when it comes to the music. Like 50 is just that petty. Like it's funny, we was talking, somebody was asking me about 50 when he went at Irv on Instagram, and he said something about Irv Gotti's father. He was like, why don't he hurry up and die on Irv Gotti's father's birthday? And he was like, oh, he went too far. And I'm like, really, he didn't. And the reason I say he didn't go too far is because Irv and Murder Inc. stabbed 50. Allegedly, they got him shot. Mm-hmm. They went too far a long time ago. Okay? They went too far a long time ago. So at this point, to say 50 went too far because he said that, nah, I don't think so. And to be honest with you, I thought it was ridiculous of Meek to go attack 50. You ain't even cleaned up your other situation yet with Drake. Why even do that? Like, leave that alone. Now all you're doing is, you already got this fucking you just got this landfill of shit. Meek Mill. All you did was add more shit on top of that. You ain't even cleaned up the landfill that got caused last year. Clean that up first, then go at 50.
Right. And 50 won't stop ever.
Never.
50 is still dissing Ja Rule.
But that's different though, because that started in the street. Like they tried to kill 50 a couple times. Allegedly. I mean, it's not. I mean, they always talk about how they ran up on him and stabbed him.
Right.
So one is for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
The 9 shots is alleged. Yeah. That came from somebody. But either way, you tried to kill me. You can't be mad at a motherfucker who won't stop because you tried to kill him. See, this is this thing that I was talking about this yesterday. We got to stop this whole forgiveness shit. Forgiveness is overrated. Everything isn't forgivable. If somebody kills your mom, somebody causes harm to your children, why do you have to forgive that person? You're not the victim. I mean, you're the victim, not them. Fuck them forever. It's okay for 50 to feel like fuck Murder Inc. forever. And I like Murder Inc. I like Ja and Irv, good people, man. Sleep on man Harry O. But it's perfectly fine for 50 to feel like fuck them forever.
And you know, I think with 50, and I've said this before in interviews, 50, when he beefs with somebody, a lot of times I feel like he's more concerned with the other person losing than with him winning. Like he'll do things that potentially will hurt himself.
He's a suicide bomber. Holy jihad. So 50 is the guy that's gonna scrap up, run in the building, and blow that shit the fuck up, and he don't give a fuck if he blows up with you.
Absolutely, 50 Cent's influence and legacy are bound to endure long after his time. His impact on music and culture is so profound that his popularity could very well last for a century beyond his passing.
He just wants to see you suffer.
Right.
That's 50 Cent.
That's 50 Cent.
That is him. And like I tell people all the time, you do not want to go to war with somebody who gives a fuck less than you do.
Right.
That's what you always got to think about when you go to war with somebody. Do I give a fuck more or less than this person?
Oh yeah.
If you give a fuck less, do it.
And as rich as 50 has gotten, I feel like he still gives no fucks.
Because money don't change you, it just magnifies what you already are.
It sometimes changes you.
I mean, it changes you for the better, but most of the time it just magnifies what you already are. 50 was a crazy motherfucker before money. With money, he's gonna be even a crazier motherfucker because he can afford the lawsuits.
Well, Jay Electronica recently went at 50. You saw that?
I did see that. I just, man, I fuck with Jay Electronica, but I don't care. And the reason I don't care is because Jay don't give us no music.
That's true.
We need records, man. Like everything else you talking about, whether it's Drake or Cole or Kendrick or 50, none of that matters. Like Jay is the guy, he's like a prize fighter who talks about how he can beat everybody. But he don't fight no fights. We seen you spar a couple times, you know what I'm saying? You might have had one fight, knock somebody out, like, oh shit, you look like you got the potential to really be that guy, but you don't put no music out.
And you know, I mean, just to be fair, Jay Electronica, I think, issued a holy war against me at one point on Twitter. So Jay Electronica is not the biggest Vlad TV fan. But would you say, I mean, could you really say that Jay Electronica is a one-hit wonder? Because Exhibit C is the only thing that I really know from Jay Electronica that I thought was really, really dope.
Nah, he had Exhibit C, he had Exhibit, I think it was B. Or A, some letter, I don't remember, but he had the shiny suit theory. Like, Jay's had some joints. Like, Jay's put out enough material to make you be like, yo, I fuck with Jay. I mean, he's got a whole mixtape. So it's like, yo, he's put out enough material for him to be a super contender. Like, everybody knows Jay Electronica is phenomenal. But yo, you gotta give us that album to really prove it, or more features or something.
I thought Exhibit C was phenomenal. Everything else I heard from him, I thought was good.
Nah,
but you know, when you have so many, like how many songs does he have with Jay-Z on him? Like 2 or 3?
He had the freestyle over the the We Made It beat. He did that, and then Shiny Suit Theory, I think Jay was on. But he put out a record last year. I can't remember the name of that shit. That shit was so dope, man. Listen, I fuck with Jay Electronica, but I just don't like when I see headlines about Jay Electronica says he'll slap 50 Cent, or Jay Electronica disses Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, because I'm like, yo, man, fuck all that talking on Periscope. Put your hat in the ring with the music. Let these motherfuckers know how nice you really are. Like,
I mean, I'm looking forward to a Jay Electronica album.
Listen,
like I said, after Exhibit C, I was like, yo, like I thought Exhibit C was phenomenal. Like the way he put the shit together, and you know, like the imagery that he put on that song, you know, was like, yo, this is dope. Like this is, you know, this is dope. And you know, we're still waiting on the album.
I think Jay Electronica is phenomenal, man. I just want to see him put out an album. That's it. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about you the greatest MC or none of that until you show and prove. God, check this out. Show and prove through actions and deeds, not words and lip service.
Yeah, and he said that that Kendrick is my son, but you know, on the control record, a lot of people really don't remember that Jay Electronica is actually on that record. everyone remembers.
He's the third verse, yeah. I mean, the son thing didn't bother me though. I mean, you call your brother son because he shine like one. And I mean, even if you're saying Kendrick is my son, that's not even insulting to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take that one as an insult.
Well, we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I look forward to the Jaylatronic album. I'm definitely gonna bump it.
Me too.
Some people believe that 50 Cent's tough persona and unyielding approach hint at something darker, even speculating that there's some kind of satanic influence at play, arguing that no ordinary person could be this intense or ruthless.
Because I remember he was on...
Because you're Vlad, I've waited all this time to give you this, I'll give you the answer.
Okay.
But, if you talk to me about 50, in this case, I'm going to say he been talking to the police. He's been talking. And I'm not saying I think he hello? Yeah, this Curtis. I think he does that. He's a very unique individual because here's a guy who starts beef and pretends that he is the bully and the roughest, toughest nigga on the face of the earth. Right? Mm-hmm. And then he tells on you. It's like the biggest oxymoron and the biggest mind-fucking trickery to the public. Where, those that don't know think this guy's ill and he's tough. But when you look at it, and please, 50, if you're looking, he asked the question. I don't give a fuck about talking about you. And I know you'll make a meme. Go ahead, make a meme or some shit, right? But he's fooled the world.
Well, I mean, I remember...
He says, we're pussy. And I'm soft and pussy. But he's the one that got shit done to him. And how we pussy? Like, when you think about that, we're pussy. You the one that got touched. But, my man says it all the time. Yeah, 50 don't want beef. He wants everyone to go to jail. Jimmy Henchman, like they roughed up his son.
Yeah.
Right. So when he takes care and does what any man would do who touches his son or whatever, and these guys is telling. Yeah, they calling and telling. So, if we talk conspiracy theory, we're just talking conspiracy theories, right? But if you get shot, what's gonna happen?
If I get shot?
If you get shot, what you think is gonna happen?
I would go to the police.
No, what I'm saying is they're coming to you. When you're in your bed, shot the fuck up. Mm-hmm. I think the police and the feds came to him. And I think he told them a great story of Irv Gotti and Kenneth Supreme McGriff. And I think he's been telling them stories. I think he still tells them stories, which kind of probably makes him feel untouchable because he's with the police. So he could beef with anybody. He's with the police.
Well, I think the most interesting thing, and I'm going to leave, the other stuff is between y'all, but I think from the outside looking in, the fact that he would make fun of Ja Rule for singing, but he really made a lot of his career by singing
engine of
and
chaos.
being melodic.
It's an engine of chaos. Certain people say, you get shot here, right? He got shot in his mouth. You're like, that's inches, right? Mm-hmm. This is just me talking, everybody. It's not a thing, but who saved him? People be like, God. Your first thing is, God saved this guy. Maybe the devil, maybe Satan saved him. Because he's a great engine of chaos. I don't think God would save somebody who moves like that. I don't think God would save somebody who disrespects his own family and is just everything you think of 50 is just negative. He's just an engine of negativity, beef, chaos. Sounds like he's with Satan to me, man. I think, Satan was like, I'm gonna use you. You're gonna be great for me. Satan is the angel of music. You know the story of Satan?
Satan is the angel of music?
Satan was an angel.
Well, I know he was an angel.
He got banished.
A fallen angel.
Right. He got banished because he thought he was bigger than God. And he banished him to hell. I know about this because a segue is I have a movie with Paramount that I'm making. Thank you, Paramount and Bob Backish. And it's the story of a rapper who sells his soul to the devil to gain the heights of fame and fortune.
Are you saying the story is about 50? Okay.
No, it's not about 50 at all.
Okay, got it.
It's just a dope story.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I see parallels within the hip hop world and the hip hop community where I could associate. Like most rappers, they have a girlfriend, ride or die. As soon as when they become big, they fucking everybody. You can easily put that that's the devil's work. You know, with hip hop, it's a lot of chaos with beefs and competition. You could put the devil associated with that. You know what I'm saying?
Stevie J appeared in an interview on TMZ criticizing 50 Cent for how he handled the situation with Diddy, saying it was out of line. In typical 50 Cent fashion, he didn't hold back, airing all of Diddy's dirty laundry for the world to see.
Right. Did you see that viral video of Diddy? He was seen in Miami with Stevie J after the raid. You seen that video?
Yeah, I seen it.
What you think about that?
Well, I go way back when Stevie J first came to Bad Boy after they left Uptown Records and everything like that. And Stevie J and Puff fell out real bad over, it could have been producer credits and the whole 9 yards. But Stevie J didn't F with him until Love and Hip Hop. When Stevie J went to Love and Hip Hop and he became famous from that, Puff called him over there and they had a meeting. And I guess they rekindled their friendship. Because I used to bodyguard Stevie J and, go to different clubs. I got pictures and everything. Stevie J didn't mess with Puff, until after that Love and Hip Hop thing went down, So now they back cool. What got me about the stuff like that them being back cool, that Stevie J went on TMZ and was speaking up on behalf of Diddy. Now, if anybody I want speaking up behalf of me, or I had anybody speaking up on my behalf, it wouldn't be Stevie J. You understand? I don't think that an individual of his caliber is capable or can be trusted in a way that I would like for him based on his actions on television and who he is as a person, what he has been shown as an individual is a type of individual that I would have speaking on my behalf. Come on, we know he's a drug abuser. We know that he's been seen putting his hands on women in the wrong way. And I don't know, that shit is crumbling, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can always say this, man. And the infamous words of one of the world's greatest comedians, Richard Pryor, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Why you say that? Cocaine is a hell of a drug?
Because Lil Rob said that they be doing the liquid cocaine in the bottles, in the Ciroc bottles. We know Stevie J been in countless rehabs back and forth. We know we've heard of Puff being in rehabs, secretly going to rehabs too. So, my man, when you get on those type of psychotropical, I think it's psychotropical drugs, man, and you start believing your own bullshit, and them two individuals together, man, you know they got to be crazy. Something got to be wrong with when he sit up there and he said that he want to challenge 50. And I don't know much about that clout him challenging 50 to a fight, and we seen how 50 Cent, we seen how Stevie J fight on Love and Hip Hop and all that other bullshit. Him, Scrappy, him, this other cat. My man, there's no way. There's no way. He don't want it with 50, bro. That's if that ain't cocaine, the Pope ain't Catholic.
So you feel like 50 Cent would give Stevie J that work?
It wouldn't even be a job. 50 Cent will whoop. 50 Cent will whoop niggas like Stevie J on the way to a real fight.
You seen 50 fight before?
I ain't never seen 50 fight. I seen some tapes of him get down on that end, but I never seen him fight in person. But I know the demeanor of a man. I was with 50 Cent on a couple of occasions, and one occasion, it was just me and 50 and about probably 6 other dudes that didn't want to get out the car because he was ready to get down. And you could see it in him. You could see he got it in him like that. I'm looking at him. I wrote this shit about this shit in my book. 50 ain't back. He don't back down, bro. And you could see when you know a dude is about it, and got it in him, you can see it in his eyes. You can see it in the way he carry himself. You see how he threw his own man in the bushes, Tony Yayo. They got tapes on 50 getting down boxing. I've seen tapes on him. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him in person, you know, as far as fighting. I've been with him in person, but he got it in him, bro.
But yeah, that caught me by surprise because I always knew that Stevie J, he did production for Bad Boy, but I never knew him and Diddy was that close until, you know, as of late, you know, since the raid. So
no, they was close. Bro, Stevie J and Puff was like pots and pans back in the day. I don't know what happened between them, but something happened on the producing credit side that Stevie J stopped effing with him. And Stevie wasn't dealing with him at all. He was just doing more stuff for Jodeci than he was Bad Boy.
Many people still believe that 50 Cent doesn't hold any personal grudge against Diddy. It's all just business for him. To them, it's just part of the strategic moves and power plays that define 50's approach in the industry.
This happened with Webby's DJ. You know about that story?
With Webby that be with Boosie.
Yeah.
What happened?
So what happened was Webby's DJ went on this big Instagram rant about how, he had been with Webby for 10 years and there's the selfish dude. He had to do everything and he never looked out and blah, 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 blah. Finger pointing.
Right.
Shortly after that post, he kills his baby mother, I believe, or his wife, and then kills himself.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, in a relationship, I know it gets emotionals and feelings is there, but I mean, for any sane person, I don't think you should kill a girl. You could find another girl or find another man or whatever you decide, you want to do. I don't think even if you want to take yourself out, that's not cool, but to kill your girl and to kill yourself, like, it just don't make no sense. Now you just hurt two families, right? When you could have just walked away and found somebody new, she could have walked away and found somebody new too.
Yeah, I mean, Game's best friend of Aunt Rose. Mm-hmm. Same thing. Gets into it with his girl, kills her, and then kills himself.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's
and I talked to him about that in our last interview, and he started to really kind of tear up because this was his man. I mean, he was there during the birth of his children and all the birthdays and everything else
sad.
like that. And
it's sad to hear stuff like that.
I
could never see myself trying to break up with somebody and trying to do something physically to harm them. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is why the Diddy shit, when everyone saw it play out, people made excuses for him. Even like the Slim Thugs were like, well, we don't know what happened. But then even Slim Thug, when he saw the video, had to apologize to Cassie and be like,
motherfuckers, you know how it is, man. Like, it's just, people are critical now. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying he was innocent. Then when the tape came out, what happens? All the unfollows. Unfollow. Well, yeah, he just cleared out his whole Instagram recently. I think like the other day, including the apology video. It's all gone. Yeah. What exactly is 50's beef with Diddy? Because I remember last time he said that, they're like, oh, we're going to take this meeting because a Biggie, but I don't really fuck with this dude. I just think 50 he just was a nigga that just don't really fuck with niggas like that. He just, and that's why people like 50, he do shit on his own. He don't look at everybody's competition, because now look at all these hundreds of artists that we are dealing with. But he's gonna tell you, I gotta go out and get mine. That's the mentality that he got. So it's not like he hate Diddy, but you know, sometimes niggas might do fuck shit that we don't know about.
Well, for him to make the documentary, I think he hates Diddy.
Nah. That's business.
That's just business?
Business. You wouldn't be mad. Look,
you gotta really dislike someone to do a documentary about him.
If Jimmy Iovine did the documentary, would people say he's mad at Diddy?
Yes.
All right, all right, TMZ did a documentary. It was on Tubi, right?
Yes.
Is TMZ mad at Diddy?
I think that Harvey probably really dislikes someone, which is why he did it.
No.
I think if you do a documentary.
So when you cover a story, you don't dislike the person. You just covering your media.
If I'm trashing someone, it's because I dislike them.
Nah.
If I'm trashing somebody, it's because I dislike them. If I'm just talking about it, then yeah, whatever. But if I'm trashing somebody, a documentary put R. Kelly in prison. I forgot the woman who did it, but she obviously hates R. Kelly.
But R. Kelly was gonna go to prison with or without the documentary.
Not true. R. Kelly was living his best life. He
was a millionaire at fucking high school McDonald's. He was fucking tripping, bro. He had a problem, bro.
He had a problem, bugging. But nobody was paying attention.
You're gonna lose.
Listen.
Listen. This is my whole thing. If you got money and you do some dumb shit, there's no fucking excuse, bro. If you got bread and you got I Believe I Could Fly and you at high school McDonald's, bro, you're gonna get blown the fuck up, bro.
Look.
Trying to talk, you're gonna get blown up, bro. You got the number one song. Listen, you got the number one song in the world. If P. Diddy beat Cassie ass, paid for the tape, whatever, probably kept the tape in the crib or whatever, because that's what they were saying, right? Hypothetically or whatever. That was some dumb shit, bro. You should have got rid of the fucking tape. You a billionaire, bro.
There's probably other copies of the tape. If you're given a tape,
if
you buy a tape, that person's keeping it.
If we getting on, listen, there's more people in the world that don't have it than people that do have it.
True.
The niggas that do have it, if you do some dumb shit, yeah, motherfuckers gonna say you dumb and wish we had that fucking money. I gotta go to work every day, listen to my bitch ass boss. This nigga got billions and fucking it up. He's a dumb motherfucker. Yes, that's what motherfuckers are gonna say.
Okay.
When you fuck up the bag.
Let me break down.
Right.
Let me break down your argument right now. Let me break down your argument right now.
What?
Okay. You do realize, and there's no way you can deny this, law enforcement is reactive, not proactive. Meaning that if a case gets a lot of media attention, law enforcement is way more likely to put resources into it than a case that no one's ever heard about. You guys were getting sweated. If you guys were like Wall Street guys that no one's ever heard about doing the same shit, there would be no hip hop police. There would be no getting pulled over. It's because you guys are stars and you're always in the media,
right.
And there's a lot more clout that the police and the feds will get by arresting you guys.
We in the industry. So you think the feds don't know everything that goes on?
Because you guys are high profile.
No, but look, like when they say, okay, yo, Kid Cudi, car got blown up.
Right.
You think the feds didn't know that?
Was in the
ahead
lawsuit.
Of time
it's
of
in the
this?
lawsuit.
So you didn't think they knew that?
Was Diddy charged?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying he did it or not.
Until the lawsuit.
Right?
And I'm really in the industry.
Now, because you know what? Because now you got Instagram investigators.
Yeah.
The Instagram investigators. They'll tell you who killed this nigga, they'll put the videos in.
The
Instagram investigators. You got FBI. You got the state case now. You got all kinds of RICOs. What the fuck? If you fuck up, yes, they gonna be on your ass.
But if you're famous, if it's on the cover of the newspaper, listen, one of my security is NYPD out here, active NYPD, and he told me out of his mouth that they have meetings. The chief of police will pull out the New York Daily News and say, okay, we're going after this case. It made the front page. This is what happens. So the R. Kelly documentary triggered more investigations.
Yes,
and he's in prison.
I agree.
He's in prison because of the documentary. He had already beaten his criminal case 10 years before. And he became bigger. All the ignition.
You're right. The media.
That's all I'm saying. The media will put you in jail quicker.
Because now they talking about more shit about Diddy. That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. That's just how it works.
But you should. But if you getting all this pussy and money, why is niggas' cars blowing up?
I could
You
do
can get any bitch you want in the world. Listen, you can have any. Hypothetically, saying he did. I'm not saying Diddy did nothing. I'm not here to trash the man. I don't fuck with him. I fuck with my homies, right? But what nigga you know got all the money in the world, and if you got all these women and all that, why you gonna blow a nigga car up? Cause over some pussy, bro. You sound stupid. You sound dumb, and you got all the money in the world.
I know, it
bro.
sounds insane.
Now, if you ain't got no money and it's your baby moms or whatever, okay, you a nigga in the hood. Yeah, a nigga might blow your car up or whatever. Fuck.
Clearly, he was
But
obsessed.
you a billionaire.
He's clearly obsessed with Cassie.
You could fly to Brazil and find 20 Cassies.
Easy.
He can go fly to DR and find 30 Cassies. He can go to Colombia and find 100 Cassies. No, if that's the case, it's just your fucking mentality. You just a fucked up nigga, my nigga. That's it.
Let me tell you.
That's it.
You can relate to this. Remember the Pappy Mason situation? When he sent those dudes to kill that young cop? Edward Byrne?
Yeah, you can hear this in the book. Edward Byrne's story. Yeah,
Edward Byrne's story, right? And I remember I talked to someone recently, like Pappy just hated cops.
Right.
So he basically sent a couple dudes to crash out and kill a young cop.
And that started in Queens, Southside, cops, that
George H.W. Bush took Edward Byrne's badge and used it to campaign for president.
Shout out to all the boroughs.
Here's what's interesting.
Look, undercover police was created because of Southside, Jamaica, Queens. There would be no undercovers if it wasn't for Southside, Jamaica, Queens. It ain't nothing to glorify, it's the truth.
Have you noticed? Someone like 50 Cent, who constantly trolls half the industry, inevitably racks up a lot of enemies. As a result, he has to move with the same caution and strategy as a president, always one step ahead, always aware of potential threats.
Thank you. Been blessed, man.
You just coming off 50 Cent's Humor Harmony Festival, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yes.
I was supposed to go. I was invited. There's too much. I had too much drama in my life.
You should have went, man.
I should have went.
It was something. You know what 50's doing down there. He bought half of the city.
Oh yeah.
And his film studio is gonna be there. He has theaters. He bought all kinds of things. He bought. So I mean, for me to see somebody come from where we come from, to not everybody we talk about real estate and cars and jewelry, but to buy cities is crazy. And shout to Orv and Phil, because they're from Queens, and my man Litro, and they all know each other from the north side of Queens. They had a big record back in the days that actually Drake and everybody sampled. Orv and Phil, so shout out to them. So 50, he was looking for film studios in different places, and he came to Shreveport, and it was crazy. It's nothing like that I've ever seen out of all our tycoons. I would say the first tycoon maybe was crazy. Was that New York City? When Snoop came out, that was crazy. Snoop was driving Big Crip, the Lamborghini. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke was still alive. Casanova was free Casanova. Wyeth and Lucci was there, free him. So that was iconic. You know what I'm saying? Tycoon. Then Fifth switched up to Human Harmony, because there was a lot of tycoons. Now it's Human Harmony. And it was crazy because he spent a lot of money. Like, people like, yo, he spent money only on the police.
But he spent $500,000 on police.
Listen, if you got $1 billion worth of money, there's levels to this, right?
Yeah, no, I think he did the exact right thing. And I didn't hear of any fights, no shootings, nothing.
Forget the caviar pancakes. I eat duck now. Shout out to Romania. I was in Romania. I eat duck now. So you got to understand it's levels. You know what I'm saying? So when you're on a certain level, as a 50 or a Jay-Z or J-Lo or whoever it is, right? You get police escorts now. There's not, Eminem gets a police escort if he goes to Romania or Vienna or Bratislava. So will 50. So will Dr. Dre. I might not get a police escort, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, wow, when you look at it, we went from running from the police to having police escorts. It's just different levels of power and everything. So when you have $1 billion worth of celebrities, when you have Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Andrew Schultz, you got the championship, you got Bud Crawford, you got Clarissa Shields, you got millions of dollars.
Master P,
Skrilla Baby, the list goes on and on.
The Baby,
A Boogie had a whole jewelry store on his neck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you don't want nothing to happen to anybody on your watch.
Yeah.
So he spent $500,000 on that. He spent probably maybe $200,000 just on generators. You know how they got the spear in Vegas? He had one of them shits down there, bro. I never seen no shit like this ever in my fucking life, bro.
Okay.
And wasn't no shootings for 4 days. So while Hurricane Chris, the guy's talking negative, not for real.
Yeah, I know about it.
Look how much press he's getting off of that, but nobody's talking about nobody got shot down there for 4 days, or Fifth had the whole city on lock. He had everybody out there. He had comedians out there. Then we're not even Vlad. We're not even talking about the R&B acts. Monica, Monifa, Al B. Shaw, Keith Sweat. The perfect R&B show. Everything was at peace for 4 days, man.
Yeah.
Celebrity basketball game, Top Dog QC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got people from everywhere. Everything was free. He bought Say Less down there, Legos down there.
Yeah. Nah,
I'm living
man.
my life, man. I'm waking up. I go to my lobby. I'm seeing the champ, Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
He just beat a dude up. He got his eyes still red. I'm at dinner with him. So, like, before that, weeks ago, we had Dave Chappelle house. I got his apparel on now. This to shout to Chappelle, shout to Big Country.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm with 50, and these are $1 million conversations. You know how they be like $1 million conversation, or they gonna say 5 million, 20 million, 30 million. We could say 100 million between $100 million conversation with Dave Chappelle, or, you know what I'm saying? And 50 Cent. I'm like, wow. For Dave Chappelle to say, yo, I watch you, and that's like, wow. I'm like,
Chappelle say he watches you on Vlad TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if he said Vlad. I don't want to give you that much props.
Okay.
No, I'm only joking. But he did say he watched my interviews.
Right.
So primarily
Probably
be Vlad.
Vlad
Fuck it, I give you the props. I just keep
Dave,
thinking,
man, I met him.
just
Cool
keep
dude.
thinking Marlon Wayne in your bed now.
We'll talk about that in a second.
It's becoming clear that Diddy's reputation has taken a serious hit, with some saying he'll be remembered in a negative light, much like Jeffrey Epstein, a name associated more with scandal than legacy.
Unfortunate, man. You heard about these radio stations? They not even playing Diddy music no more, yo.
Because you got to realize this, man. People that advertise, they don't want to be a part of something that may have been sex trafficking, pedophilia. They didn't say anything about pedophilia, thank God. But with this sex trafficking, this Me Too shit, the advertisers don't want their advertisement in those slots where his music play. Remember when they took all Bill Cosby, the Huxtables off the air? Now all of a sudden it comes back on the air. It's the same thing. They don't want his music to play in the same time slot that they're doing advertisement at. So what they do, they take it off the air. It's a damn shame that his name will go down as the laughing stock of hip hop. That's probably one of the worst. I can't say anybody who have fell from grace, even though if he don't lose all his money and everything like that, his fall from grace will be harder than anybody we would know in hip hop. Anybody we've known in hip hop, his fall from grace will be worse than anybody. Because he will be the laughing stock. And everybody will be doing comedy skits. And you gotta realize, even before all that shit started, Dave Chappelle was one of the best who did them.
Yeah, unfortunate, man. I just feel bad for all the artists that made timeless records over there, man. They gotta, get punished in a sense.
He knew it was coming down the thing. That's why he gave them their publishing. My man, listen to me, bro. What happens is this, bro. All these big companies, and this happened to athletes also, they have investigators. These investigators are paid to investigate you whether you're doing something or not. Do you understand that? The NBA have investigators on players, whether they doing something or not, and they report back to the commissioner. Hey, was seen at this club, and they were doing this and doing this and doing that. And you don't even know you're being investigated for nothing. But that's what they paid to do. These companies who give Diddy $200, $300 million a year to market they they have investigators. So he don't bring back no bad name on the company. They had investigated him and they told him he already knew a lot of this shit was coming down. That's why they pay these people, bruh. They got in touch with his publicist or some stuff like that. Yo, your boy don't look good. If he don't straighten this out, you know, we might not have to pull back, call different people. Yo, you notice that he started talking about Cassie way before she came out with the lawsuit. They hit him with the lawsuit. With 2 other women or whatever like that. I don't know if he was with Kim, but he was with Young Miami and stuff like that, and gave her a shout out at the Grammys. You think he didn't know that? You didn't think he didn't know what's coming with the lawsuit? What was going down? 3 to 6 months before we even knew anything about it. So let me go get let me go get them their publishing back. It'll look like I'm doing something good, but I'm giving it back because I know that shit ain't gonna be worth nothing no way. But say hello to the bad guy. I'm the bad guy in this.
50 Cent doesn't just troll Diddy, he's also suggested that all rappers should follow suit. According to him, it's not just a personal vendetta, but a strategic move that he believes everyone in the industry should adopt.
Miami Beach taking Diddy Day away.
Bruh, just like New York, just like Mount Vernon, New York City, Mount Vernon, and Miami, all that is the same, bruh. Nobody wants to be near him. Nobody wants to touch what he touched, be where he at. You understand? It's crazy, bruh, how his fall from grace, which was never from grace. It's just like the devil just kicked him out of hell. Because he was never in nothing graceful and did anything graceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say about, okay, he did the music, he had the bad boy legacy and everything like that, man. But, you know, a few albums, a few people, you know, made to be famous, but they not here to tell their story. Black Rob, Biggie, Craig Mack. They not here to tell their story, bro. And now you got everybody telling his story.
Yeah, and I know 50, he did a recent interview with US Weekly saying that the reason why rappers are quiet about, you know, Diddy's situation is because they've been to his parties and they don't know what got caught on tape.
Bro, those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house. That's a big house. But he had 250 tape recorders in that house that they took, that the feds found. So now with them finding all that and you being at a Diddy party, you know you may have done something that was caught on one of those tapes. You just better pray to God that they don't recognize you. Those people who know that they did something, no, they're not going to speak out. They're not going to say nothing. What part of the game is that? They are not going to come forward and tell on themselves. Nah, not at all. Ice Cube, he said it himself, bro. He said that Diddy's been targeted because of what he said about those folks and those people. Now, the people who was on those tapes may feel like Diddy might be targeting them. Because if he's asked about who is this, who is that, and he's under oath with the federal government, he got to tell them. He's not going to plead the fifth.
Yeah, I know that got to be a terrible feeling, man. You know you did something wrong at Diddy party, and you hoping and praying that it's not caught on tape.
But they don't think they did nothing wrong. That's their lifestyle. That's their lifestyle, bro. I ask guys all the time, if two men lay down, how many homos get up? What you mean? Ain't mean what I mean. It's what it is.
We love to hear your thoughts on this. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.